Hello everyone, my name is Jackie and we're playing a new game called What Remains of Edith Finch. I have heard of this game before. I don't know the story of this game. I do hope it's a little bit similar to Martha is Dead, but I don't have any expectation for this game. It's just that I'm very excited to see the beauty of this game and the storyline. I'm very intrigued about this game, so I'm going in very blind about everything, even how it looks and what's it about. So yeah, let's just go. All right. Oh. Oh.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Wait. Okay. The house, you say? Oh, we can zoom?
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh. It looked like a house when you were building a house in the woods with your friends. What you expected, but never turned out to be. Oh, sorry.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay. But we're not supposed to check. Okay.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
No trespassing. This is beautiful.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Can we go down here? Oh, it got very dark and scary.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. as if they're about to say something but never do.
That's how I feel when my parents live nearby a pretty large forest, and my bedroom window was towards the forest. So every time at night I didn't dare to look out the window because it was just pitch black. So I usually always had my curtains drawn and everything. Because I was afraid someone would just stand there and look at me, but the only thing that would stand and look would probably be an animal. Missing? How did I zoom? Oh, I forgot how to zoom. Oh. Milton? Milton Finch?
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's actually very beautiful.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Great.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Comforting. And we're just 17? Holy crap. Hello?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
What? I'm so good at this game.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
How do we get in then? Through the garage? No? Here? Oh!
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Damn.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I don't know why, but I kinda like when a bookshelf is messy like this. Just me?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara,
Sven?
along with the rest of the house. The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
What happened?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Well, they sure do have a lot of books.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Peepholes? That's creepy.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Will it fit? Yeah.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
I don't know if I want to find out.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Oh.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
She had a hamster?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Wow, they have a beautiful view as well.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
A pumpkin?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh. Rats.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ew. Gross. And why would a mother not give their child food? I thought about
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Yeah. Poor Christopher. Can't eat your pet.
I kept eating and eating.
Mush.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Toothpaste and...
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? I'm a kitty cat.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh my god, oh my god.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
For freak's
Now
sake.
I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
In the grass?
Rabbits.
No, not the rabbits. Not the rabbits. No.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
What a weird child.
A mama rabbit.
Not another mommy rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
You're a shark? Oh no, what do we do now? Got us. Oh, big fishy.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We are hungrier than ever. Never ending story. La, 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 la.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
What the weird kid?
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What the hell am I? Ew. Oh. Gross.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
People? Are we eating people? Is that what you were saying?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh my god, that scared me.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
With the drunken sailor early in the morning. Right? People. Uh-oh.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
What?
Across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
If I would read something like this in a kid's diary, I would be very scared. Oh, we're coming out from the toilet. Oh my god, is this a nightmare? Something coming out from the toilet and biting your ass?
I got closer and closer.
Oh, we're in Molly's room. Our room. Molly's. Closer to what? Huh? Closer to what?
All my stomach started growling.
All my stomachs?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, she died?
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
When I was a kid, I had nightmares like that too.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
That something was under my bed. So every time I was going to bed, I ran towards my bed and jumped upon it so it wouldn't, whatever is under the bed wouldn't catch me. Oh.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg och Johan.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Sorry.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
How do I get out of this? Oh my god.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Norwegian folk tales. Deepest sympathy.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch. Sven. Built 1937.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Will we meet this mole man?
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, pink.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Key? There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Huh. And jump. Creepy.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Took a selfie. Bathroom selfie. Calvin Finch. Couple turns land into a native haven. Milton. Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
Dinner!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him
God.
going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not going to tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This gives me anxiety.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
So interesting. Huh.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Growing up, I always
Whoa.
thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe.
Oh.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, don't make me go in there.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
He can't be in there.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Great.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
I forgot to hit him.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
I got scared.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh my god. Are we killing our brother? Stop scaring me.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Uh-oh.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing. And ready he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Window?
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
We're gonna kick his ass. He's gone.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ring-a-ding-dong. Ring-ding-dong. Oh, their eyes. It's creepy.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
She screamed.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Funny.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
So we're going to the basement now? Great. It worked. It worked. Sven?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Packages?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Or body parts?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Whoa. Oh.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories.
Pea soup. Tasty beans.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
Monster?
Almost friendly.
I never had canned peaches before.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
He's done waiting.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Wow.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
So, was that an accident, or did he just
Maybe she was afraid I'd end
give
up
up?
like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Walter? What?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
I wish that I actually had a diary or just written down my thoughts during the year that I went through a lot of shit just to reread the thoughts that I had, because I remember I was in a very bad place. And when I think about that time, I don't remember anymore why I felt that way. Which is good. It's really good that I have come out of that place, and actually I am very much more happier now than I was like 6 years ago. But I would just like to re-enter and just, if I would have kept a diary or a journal or something, just to not enter back into the bad thoughts, but just know what it was that maybe have caused that those troubled thoughts that I had. Or maybe it is good that I didn't. Because I don't really want to be reminded either.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Yeah. It's just something that just crossed my mind, that would it be good to have a journal? But I never want to relive those years.
And the history you're a part of.
Ever again.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
For some, I'm actually very glad that I did. Because I wouldn't probably be the person I am today.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Oh, it's scary when the lights turn on like that. A broken bridge.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Oh my god.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Oh.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh. Shatsy, Shadow, Christopher the fish, Oliver the bunny, Bob the dog.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy Jr., Derpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Surpy, Zoe, Coco, Charlie, Tucker, Daisy, Lucy. Bailey.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly, Calvin, Sven, Edie, Walter, Barbara.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam, Gus, and Gregory Finch.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar, Louis Finch, Milton Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Oh.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing.
Climbing? Are we climbing?
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, we're 22 weeks pregnant. Jesus Christ.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Oh, there.
They were both pretty intense.
All right. I think I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know how long this is. It's been fun. It's very exciting to go through this story. And I hope you guys like this. It's a very chill playthrough I'm doing this time. It's a good break from the other intense playthroughs I do. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. And I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.